Hello everyone, welcome to Gktoday. All the videos of Gktoday are absolutely free and available on Gktoday's YouTube channel. And if you are looking for interactive quizzes in text and also their solutions, please download Gktoday's Academy Android app. We have several free and paid courses in that app. Now this particular series is of 60 videos. And in each video, we are going to discuss select 15 questions and we shall also do 500 test questions after end of this series. Now let's start with the questions on Indian polity. So the first question is, the 73rd Amendment Act of 1992 added which part to the Constitution of India? So you have the following options, different parts, and the correct answer is option A, that is part 9th. So the 73rd Amendment Act has added a part 9 to the Constitution of India. Now this part is entitled as the Panchayats and it consists of provisions from Article 243 to Article 243O in the Constitution of India. Now the next question is, which schedule was added to the Constitution by 73rd Amendment Act of 1992? So you have the following options and the correct answer is option B, that is 11th. So the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992 consists of provisions from Article 243 to 243O, and in addition, the Act also added a new 11th Schedule to the Constitution of India. Now the next question is, 11th Schedule contains how many functional items of the Panchayats? So you have the following options and the correct answer is option D, that is 29. So the 11th Schedule, which was added by the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, contains 29 functional items of the Panchayats and it deals with Article 243G. Now the next question is, which of the following may not constitute Panchayats at the intermediate level? So you have the following options and the correct answer is option C, that is state having population less than 20 lakhs. So basically the 73rd Amendment Act provides for a three-tier system of Panchayati Raj in every state. However, a state that is having a population not exceeding 20 lakh is not obligated to constitute Panchayats at the intermediate level. Now the next question is, the 73rd Amendment Act provides for the reservation of not less than how much seats out of the total number of seats for women. Now you have the following options and the correct answer is option A, that is 1/3. So the 73rd Amendment Act provides for the reservation of not less than 1/3 of the total number of seats for women and including the number of seats reserved for women belonging to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in Panchayats. Now the next question is, who is authorized to make any provision for reservation of seats in any panchayat or offices of chairperson in the panchayat at any level in favor of backward classes? So you have the following options and the correct answer is option D, that is state legislature. So the legislature of a state is authorized by the 73rd Amendment Act to make any provision for reservation of seats in any panchayat or offices of chairperson in the panchayat at any level in favor of backward classes. Now the next question is, a panchayat constituted upon the dissolution of panchayat before the expiration of its duration continues for how much time? So you have the following options and the correct answer is option A, that is only for the remainder of the period for which the dissolved panchayat would have continued had it not been so dissolved. See, basically a panchayat which is constituted upon the dissolution of panchayat before the expiration of its duration continues only for the remainder of the period for which the dissolved panchayat would have been continued had it not been dissolved. Moving ahead with the next question. So the question is, who conducts of all elections to the panchayats? Election Commission of India, State Election Commission. So you have to select the correct options from the course given below. So the correct answer is option B, that is only 2. See, the superintendence or direction and control of the preparation of electoral rolls and the conduct of all elections to the panchayats shall be vested in the State Election Commission according to the Constitution of India itself. Moving ahead with the next question. So, who constitutes the Finance Commission to review the financial position of the panchayats? So, you have the following options and the correct answer is option B, that is governor. So, the governor of a state is empowered to constitute a finance commission to review the financial position of the panchayats in the state after every 5 years. Now, it suggests the measures needed to improve the financial positions of the panchayats as well. Moving ahead with the next question. So, which of the following items are contained in the 11th Schedule of the Constitution of India? Agriculture, including agricultural extension, social forestry and farm forestry, rural electrification, including distribution of electricity, markets and fairs. So you have to select the correct options from the codes given below. And the correct answer is option D. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, all are correct. So the 11th Schedule of the Constitution of India contains 29 agricultural functional items placed within the purview of panchayats. Some of them are agriculture, that including agricultural extension, then social forestry and farm forestry, then rural electrification, including distribution of electricity and markets and fair and etc. Moving ahead with the next question. So, which of the following are the compulsory provisions of the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992? Organization of Gram Sabha in a village or group of villages, direct elections to all seats in panchayats at the village, intermediate and district levels, endowing the Gram Sabha with powers and functions at the village level. So you have to select the correct options from the codes given below. And the correct answer is option B. That is only 1 and 2 are correct. So organization of Gram Sabha in a village or group of villages and direct elections to the all seats in panchayats at the village, intermediate and district levels are the compulsory provisions of the 73rd Amendment Act, whereas endowing the Gram Sabha with powers and functions at the village level is not a compulsory provision, but it is a voluntary provision. Moving ahead with the next question. So the PESA Act aims to extend the provisions of which part of the Constitution relating to the panchayats to the scheduled areas with certain modifications. So you have the following options and the correct answer is option B, that is part 9th. So the provision of panchayats extension to the scheduled areas Act, PESA Act 1996 aims to extend the provisions of Part 9th of the Constitution relating to the panchayats to the scheduled areas with certain modifications. Now the next question is, how much seats are reserved for scheduled tribes in panchayats out of total seats under the PESA Act? So you have the following options and the correct answer is option A, that is 1 second. So basically under the PESA Act, a reservation for the scheduled tribes shall not less than 1/2 of the total number of seats, and further all seats of the chairpersons of panchayats at all levels shall be reserved for the scheduled tribes as well. Now the next question is, who shall be consulted before making the acquisition of land in the scheduled areas for development projects? So you have the following options and the correct answer is option C, that is Gram Sabha. So, according to the PESA Act, the Gram Sabha or the panchayats at the appropriate level shall be consulted before making the acquisition of land in the scheduled areas for developmental projects, right? And Gram Sabha should also be consulted before resettling or rehabilitating persons affected by such projects in the scheduled areas. Now, the next question is, who has the power to enforce prohibition or to regulate or restrict the sale and consumption of any intoxicant in tribal areas? So you have the following options and the correct answer is again option A, Gram Sabha. So according to the PESA Act of 1996, the Gram Sabha are endowed specifically with the power to enforce prohibition or to regulate or restrict the sale and consumption of any intoxicant. Thank you so much. So this was all for today's video and we hope that you like our new initiative. So please do provide your feedback in our comment section. And stay tuned for the more upcoming videos. Thank you.